The 47th president of the United States is elected, Donald Trump. The markets are pumping, not as much as we expected. Why is that, and where are the prices now going? We will see all of this in this crypto update. Now, first of all, here on chart, very important is to see that we actually really pumped over 10% today just with the election, basically Trump leading most of the times, right? There was not even basically one point where Kamala Harris was leading. Trump was basically leading from the beginning until now, once he won Pennsylvania over and basically is the president, right? There's no chance anymore for Harris to really win the presidency. So we saw a pre-pump once Trump was leading the polls and basically leading the elections in general, and a market started to pump. Now, many people may be very let's say disappointed because the markets did not pump as expected, and that is due to mainly that the price of Trump winning is already in the market, right? So the pre-push that we had in the markets the last couple of months, run into the election, was already priced in, basically, right? We still saw an up, and now we really have our bullish cycle basically confirmed with this very last event that we needed, basically for the markets to happen, to go to these higher prices. And here we had foreseen since a couple of months already that we will hit the target soon of 78,000, which we are basically scratching like 5-6% away, which I think we're still gonna hit today, right? And that's very important for us, as you can see over here, 214 to 248. It is done. Okay, even if she would win over the other ones, she would not have enough votes, electoral votes, to win the election anymore. Okay, so everyone is already praising Trump and going wild, and we see that in the US dollar currency, which is strong, insanely strong right now with US dollar, with the US Trump, which basically is voted for the economical reasons, the inflation, and especially a very strong president in the past so far, and foreseen in the future too, a very strong president once it comes to the currency itself or the economy, which obviously boosts the currency. And that's also something we can see here in the Dixie, right? In the dollar index, we can see this big candle over here out of the selling zone, which basically just completely broke the selling zone. We see this insane wick over here with over 1.7%, which is amazing, and that means we are very, very bullish, and dollar is very, very, very strong. Okay, now to go back to the crypto markets, which interests us the most right now. Bitcoin, again, that's the game plan right now, which we have been working on since month already, where we said, okay, since a couple of weeks and months, basically since August, basically since September, we know that we have a price target, which is the $78,000, which we are heading to right now. And look, most people ask themselves, what would have happened if Kamala would have won? Then basically this would have happened, right? And now with Trump winning, basically this is going to happen, right? So it is, at the end of the day, it's the same outcome. It's just like sooner, and obviously it's we don't have the sell-off which we would basically have with Trump right now. There could still be a sell-off, right? Because at the end of the day, once we hit this target, we still could correct a little bit, which could happen basically, because I don't see that much bullish strength right now in the markets. But that's completely okay, because since basically we have the bottom here in November 2022, so more than, basically at the end of the day, nearly 2 years now, we can call the top of where we're going to go in this bull run. And I've said it since 2 years now, which is 125,000, 140,000, right? So somewhere here, that's where we're going with Bitcoin. It starts at 114,000, goes to 137,000. So somewhere over there is going to be our target for Bitcoin, which we already foreseen since 2 years. And it very most likely is going to hit. That's only 50% more, right? And then obviously all the fundamentals and whatsoever, the future can kick in and drive price even higher on Bitcoin. But there is very much the chance for us to hit the 120,000 US dollars pretty soon, because now obviously we have all of the bullish events that happened, right, in the past, and now with Trump, which is the major event, right, becoming the new president, the 47th president of the United States of America, which is insanely bullish for crypto, obviously, right, because most of his VP is hardcore bullish on crypto and pro crypto. Most of the people around him are pro crypto. Everyone that is endorsing him is pro crypto. So basically, the whole legislation, everything is pro crypto right now. Okay, which is obviously very, very good for us in the future. We had the ETFs this year, right? A major event for the markets. Now a pro crypto president winning. It's just insane, right? It's beautiful for us to see. So it's all the news are perfectly leading up to a very strong bull run that we already kind of in, right? But it's not comparable to the old, let's say, bull runs, because it's just like something different than back in the times, right? Back in the times we saw these 100, 200% candles, whatever, complete craziness, right? Markets are not like that anymore because they just got insanely institutionalized, okay? So our goal at the end of the day is really here getting into our future and where we're going, okay? So with Bitcoin, we just talked about, okay? Our target is still, since 2 years, every time I do these videos, we say that, right? I trade since 8 years. I lead the largest trading community in Europe. I trade every day, basically. And since more than 2 years, we are saying, okay, we're going to go to this 120,000. And now it looks even more like that. Okay, so there's nothing much to gain right now. And there's not an entry right now that I would enter in Bitcoin, especially, right? It doesn't make sense. But we entered basically all over this periods over here since we had the lowest low, right, at $25,000. All these, ups here, we entered and built positions and traded, right? So that is very important to understand that some people might now think, okay, wow, Trump won. What do I do now? I think if Trump like he won right now, what you should do is basically look into some other cryptocurrencies. Let's say, for example, Ethereum, okay? Because Ethereum, we still have a lot of potential, right? Ethereum obviously pushed. We have an open position over here in Ethereum, but Ethereum still has a lot of space to grow, okay? And it's almost normal like that. In a bull run, first Bitcoin dominates, then it swaps over to Ethereum, and then it swaps over to altcoins / meme coins, okay? Which we're also going to talk about. But here in Ethereum, we still have price targets of $8,600, which we also started to call since 2 years, right? That would be a 200%, so a 2x on your investment, which still is more than a 50% up, which is 0.5x on your Bitcoin holdings, right? So Ethereum definitely something that if you want to invest into something more stable in the crypto markets and you did not find entries yet, or you wanted to wait until, let's say President Trump wins just to have another confirmation, then Ethereum right now is the place to go. Maybe you will have to wait a little bit, but it's still right now good to build up these positions if you don't have any positions in crypto in general, right? That's very important to understand, okay? Besides that, obviously we have a couple of more that are interesting. We have, for example, so these are the open positions that I currently have: Bitcoin, Ethereum, we have Pepe, right? We have Render, we have Bread, just like some positions that obviously came back, nearly hit stop loss, which I opened a couple of days ago. Coinbase obviously doing very, very well, right? Just when the crypto market goes up, Coinbase looks very well. Stocks are doing very well. So it looks really, really good for us, right? In general, for the more, let's say, for the investors that just want to invest in just, maybe 100x, 200x their money, 50x their money, Bitcoin, Ethereum, perfect, right? Then obviously I would definitely look into something that is very important always if you look into the markets, which is the total market cap, but you also see the selling zone over here breaking. So as you can see over here, another very bullish, strong confirmation. The selling zone over here, the orange quadrant, is broken. As we have foreseen in the last crypto update, that was what we said. Either we correct into a lower level, basically, and we correct into the first level. From there on, we had a very strong push, which is very bullish. And now there's nothing left for us but going to 2.678 trillion market cap for crypto. Okay, Bitcoin dominance is currently fell off in the last couple of days, but yeah, basically bought back instantly again. So we just see Bitcoin dominance continuously rise. USDT dominance, as you can see today alone, followed or dropped with nearly 7%. Which means money is going from USDT, so stable coin, so normal money in that sense, into the markets, okay, which is very good. So more than 7% of stablecoin holders USDT, okay, went into the markets, bought into positions. That's also why we see the pump in Bitcoin and so on, okay. Now Solana is something that could also still continuously be very interesting for people that have missed any entries or did not expose themselves pre-risk of Trump losing or winning, where we have still the target open of 439 US dollars per Solana, which I also called now even a year ago at $22 in October. I still remember because I was also in Australia, like I'm now in Australia again, October of 2023 at $22, I called Solana. And we are not so far away. It's a double, right? It's a double on Solana, so something you can look into. We are a little bit over the entry zones, obviously finishing a smaller sequence, which finally breaks this, sideways trend, which is very, very good, but there's still potential in that. Then Ripple is something many people talk about where they're like, hey, I don't know. It's still something you can get into, and we are seeing it from the view of people that are not in the market or still have money and want to expose themselves. I mean, I have the money in the markets that I wanted to have in the market. I'm just going to trade positions, but not really build so many new positions, more in the meme coin space, which is the more riskier space, but also the space where I think this cycle, so now in 2025, the bull run, right, we will have the most upside. Means we will still be able to make most of our money. But don't get me wrong, I still have multiple six figures in these coins that I just talked about, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and so on, okay? So that's for the people, and the upcoming scenarios. And for Ripple, we still have a target of 1.4. So from this entry right now up to our target would be 160%. So you get what I mean. So in these more, let's say, more normal investments in crypto, right, you can, foresee like a 50 to 200% up if you choose some of these ones. Now, if you obviously want more upside, then we will have to go into the meme coin space, okay? Obviously, there are some alts, but alts, I would rather focus more on meme coins than alts. But alts, I think Casper is going to do very well, right? It's just a little bit over our entry zone. Jupe is going to do very well, which is also just a little bit over our entry zone, right? Obviously, now everything is reacting positive. Sui is still very, very interesting. Had a new all-time high nearly. Veracity still very, very low. Render still very, very low. So as you can see, since basically March, right, until today, we are down 65%, right? So these altcoins, there's still some of them that are very, very interesting. I'm just naming some of them that I'm invested into. Near, we have Injective, right? We have Ton, we have Avex, we have Chex, we have Joey, we have Beam, we have Prime, we have Super. They're still insanely low, right? But now we're following the normal order of a bull run, which is again, Bitcoin pumps, then the money goes into Ethereum pumps, and from Ethereum into altcoins / meme coins, okay? We had a little bit of a weird pre-run this year with altcoins and especially AI, gaming coins, and then also meme coins, obviously, which then hit a low and then came up now again with the Bitcoin dominance, okay? So it's way choppier, but as you can see, meme coins are just ripping, right? We have WIF has 15%, Pepe's 11%, Popcat has 22%. Actually, one of my largest positions in meme coins is, and I just recently purchased another $2,000, right? So there is some money to make in the meme coin still, and still has 100% to go and more, right? So it is very, very interesting, the meme coin space, and that's why I would love to switch over with you guys into the meme coins right now. And as you can see, I think right now, which is still a very smart thing to do, is the Trump coins, right? Politify, which is basically the space of political meme coins, right? These ones here, we saw 100%, 108%, basically increase today. And as you can see, 625% on average. Top gainers, on average 31%. Animal memes actually then surpassed today, which is kind of interesting. But political memes are still pushing, such as Mega, Trump, right? Or basically we have Mega here on Solana. We have Mega here on Ethereum, which are still very, very low, right? So for example, here you can see Mega, and it's still very, very low. So I think there's still a lot of potential for them to actually have an insane result, right? I think it still needs to be more official that Trump actually won, because I think many people just didn't get so far that it's impossible now for Harris to win anymore. But it's not like it's officially everywhere that Trump won, right? They wait until all the votes are done. But until that happens, I think we will see a lot of upside in these coins. So Mega, Trump coin, right? We have PayPay, Chinese, Trump. All of these ones still could be very, very interesting. And at the end of the day, we can also see here in the markets, so in general, we see a lot of inflow in the markets. We have about 3.8 million today in Bitcoin, Solana, Nero, Bonk, USDT, Mock. So here just some token inflows from today. Popcat is a lot, right? MSTR, very good, because MSTR have a pretty big position that I actually called in the meme coin group, right? In our meme coin coaching group and community, MSTR is currently sitting at $1,505 US. As you can see, portfolio is currently sitting at 222,000, which is the new build portfolio that I started basically beginning of the year, right? So these are not all of my holdings, but just like the new build portfolio, okay, starting from 2024. Today up $18,000, and that's basically what's on it. You know, it's like still some more majors that I bought, which I always talk about, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and so on, right? And we've been building about $60,000 in meme coin positions, some altcoin positions. Okay, so yeah, that's basically it. Okay, and what we basically foresee is, guys, the meme coin space. I think some people will still laugh at that and say no, but I just banked a lot of meme coins in the last couple of months. Again, invested about $60,000 into meme coins. And for you guys, I think the Mega, all the Trump coins are still very interesting. And we continue to talk about a lot like Deegan and S&P, SPX and MSTR. And we have, dann haben wir PayPay. So I mainly foresee that the meme coin space is going to be what is going to destroy everything. Okay, as you can see also here with MSTR, we just bought somewhere over here for $500. It's currently up. It went up over 300%. Currently we're up nearly 300%, right? So we call these entries. So meme coin space is just going to be the most interesting one. Why? Because I just think that Bitcoin, especially Ethereum and so on, they are institutionalized now, right? Once they're institutionalized, they just become pretty boring. Okay, it's like with gold back in the times and so on. Yes, it's gonna move up and it's still a good investment, but that's not where you turn small money into big money, and that's what we try to do as traders, especially in the crypto space, right? Is to have these big pumps, and we just don't have them anymore, really. I mean, Donald Trump, the most bullish president you can have, wins the election of the 47th presidency in the United States, and we pump 10%. Congratulations. I mean, yes, he was priced in, which means price went up even before because of him and anticipating he wins. But that's very weak, you know what I mean? It's insanely weak. So at the end of the day, guys, we are mainly focused and still continue to be mainly focused on meme coins. And we did a very, very good job in our 15-minute premium channel, which currently has 50 people in it. And in the free channel with 559 people. Keep updating all of these people, right? It looks really good, guys. It looks really, really good. We updated everyone here. We're giving very, very good trade ideas. You know, all of our trade ideas that we, especially Doge, right, that we posted, just ripped, right, made a lot of money. And that's what we're going to continue to do, is with the meme coin space and with the crypto space in general, run these trades and make money and become profitable and continuously build portfolio and help people, right? So with that being said, these are the outlooks for crypto in the next couple of months. I foresee that the bull run is gonna end probably, I would say mid 2025, more towards the summer. I think the strongest bull run basically and push is gonna be now, last quarter of 2024 and Q1, Q2 of 2025. So that's where we still have a lot of money to make. It's just a little bit choppier than back in the times, but for that you need obviously them great advice, good information, good traders, and we are currently performing very, very well in the markets, especially with the markets being choppier, because that's something that I'm used to as a forex trader. It's like basically becoming like forex trading. You need to be very skilled. The good old times of just buying, holding, it still works, but it's just like not gonna give you the same results as in the past anymore. So you need 15-minute crypto, you need the meme coin education, which the links you will find below. And with that being said, guys, good future, good safe at the end of the day with Trump. You know, it doesn't even matter if I'm pro-Trump or not. Obviously, you guys know I'm pro-Trump and I was pro-Trump, but more because we needed it for the market, we needed it for the Western society in general. We have a lot of bullshit happening in the world right now, and Trump seems to be the only one that can handle this. That's why I was pro-Trump, but especially for the markets, my investments and everything else. And that's just what it is. So we anticipated and we won and we were right, and we're making a lot of money and we're gonna make a lot of more money. So we see us in the next update.